Hi. Okay, so Saturday night, like almost 10 o'clock, I'm about to do my second injection. So this is the beginning of my second week. I know I should be doing this in the morning, and that was my plan for today, and then the day just got away from me, and so here we are now. So the treatment is the same. It will be 8 units or 0.2 milligrams that's going to be for weeks 1 through 4. So I have my open container from last week, fresh needle, my alcohol prep pad to clean the top of the bottle. Okay. I also have an anti-nausea ready, Zofran. So, what was it? We pull. Oops. Yep, okay. So pull for what you're going to be collecting, and then into the bottle, right? And then I feel like that doesn't make sense. And then you push. Yeah, I got it. It's only my second time. And then sorry, I'm trying to keep it in frame, but also I need to see. So it's to there. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. And then remove top to get the air bubble. Okay. And now I'm going, per the instructions, I'm going in the opposite leg. So last week I did the left leg, so this week I'll be doing the right leg. Also, I'm about to stand up. Full disclosure, I do not have a bra on because it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm at home and my husband and I are watching the UFC fights. And, you know, like, this is how I am at home. I do still have a little bit of makeup on from the day. I haven't washed my face or like brushed my teeth or done any of that. But yeah, I don't have a bra on, so just FYI. It's gonna face track me. Let me turn. Okay, so right thigh, and yeah, I mean, full disclosure, this is where we're at. Also, I'm going for a consult next week on some of, well, not some, but on my leg veins, because some of them don't look so good. So here's a gentle reminder to please have your veins looked at. So here we go. In at an angle. I think it's supposed to be like, I guess it doesn't really matter so much, but like here, like a little higher. Gosh, the needle is sharp. And in. There we go. And dispensing. Okay. And that's it. And then I recap for safety on the, the head. And then this goes back into the bag with the others, and then I just am keeping this open one on the side, and this does need to be stored in the refrigerator. So okay, so there we go, that's that. And then I have my box of goodies, alcohol and needles and all that. So that goes back, and I'm going to take my Zofran right now, just as a preventative on the, day of administering the injection. So, okay, and I wish I had like a proper sharps container to dispense, excuse me, to dispose of this, but I don't. So that's one of the reasons I like to seal it back up. Okay, the start of week 2. I will check back in tomorrow and start off like a new week of recording. So I'll show you my workouts, what I'm eating, and I guess any like car chats over how I'm feeling. Like I've said numerous times, last week was a difficult week. Today was a great day. Today was a great day. Yesterday was a great day. Sorry, I'm sitting on my toilet seat cover if you hear it creaking, and yeah, like I'm not trying to make anything look perfect. This is me. This is my real life. This is it. So, creaky toilet seat and all. But yeah, yesterday was a great day. Today was a great day. Just feeling really good right now. Yeah, so it's good. All right. I hope that you're having a great night, a great Saturday as well. And if you are, yay, celebrate. And if you're not, please try to find the moments in your day that you can look back on and reflect on that are wins. My husband and I did that on Thursday, the worst day. And I was like, we have to highlight what was good. What happened today that was good, no matter how small it may seem, because it was such a bad day. And for me, like a few days in a row, I really wanted us to hone in on some good things, and we did. And that perspective shift, in my opinion, is one of the most powerful tools that any of us has at our immediate disposal. Perspective it's huge, and it's something that I have to remind myself of, repeatedly, as a constant refresher, that I can look at it as the glass half full, or the glass half empty, and it's something so simple, but it's just so powerful. So if you are having a rough day, please find those good things and highlight them and hone in on them and focus on them. And I hope that things get better. If you're having a great day, I hope it stays and continue having a great day and days to come. All right, I'm gonna go finish watching the UFC fights and enjoy some more QT with my husband and Kevin, whose eye is so much better. I don't know if I mentioned this. If I didn't, he got stung in the eyelid by a yellow jacket, aka a trash bee, and oh my gosh, but it is fully resolved. So yay, 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 yay. And that happened Thursday night. So very traumatic, but he's all better. And okay, that's it. Have a great night. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye. Hey, don't start crying. You're on camera. So it's Monday morning, and I am very hungry. It's 8:20. I have stayed home from school today because I wasn't feeling very well when I woke up this morning. So I'm starting with one of these Perfect bars, 16 grams of protein. I got this at Aldi. They're really yummy. And a golden kiwi. That'll be my second cup of coffee. It just has half and half in it, and a little bit of Element chocolate salt. And this is Kevin, who you hear a lot about. Hey, don't go sniffing. Yeah, so kind of having a slow morning since I took the day off from school. And what else? Yeah, that's it so far. I have a bunch of things I want to accomplish today. Since I took the day off, it will be a productive day off. It's not just a lay around day off. So workout, I'll bring you with me when I go do that. I am going to start studying the next module that will be on for school, so I'm not behind when I go back tomorrow. I am missing a test today, so I'll have to make that up. What else? Putting the footage together from last week and hopefully getting that posted. I have a couple errands to run, so I can bring you along with me for those and just do some check-ins. And yeah, I think that is about it. So I'm pretty sure I forgot to record anything that I ate yesterday. We went out and did get Starbucks iced coffees. We did the half calves with sugar-free vanilla and heavy cream. And then for lunch, we went over to a local Mexican place, and I had 2 beef tongue tacos, which were delicious, and 1 piece of a chicken and cheese quesadilla. And then I didn't have any dinner because I was so full from that lunch. But at the very end of the night, like before bed, I had 1 other piece of the quesadilla, but it wasn't very big. And that was it. That's what I ate yesterday. Oh, excuse me. I didn't sleep very well. And I woke up not feeling very well. So my stomach is feeling a bit upset right now, but upset like in that odd empty way. I don't know. I feel a little nauseous. So I know most people will probably say, well, don't eat fruit if you're feeling nauseous, but I think a little bit of the natural sugar might help, and then the fat and the protein from the bar. All right, I hope you are having a great Monday morning thus far, and I'll check back in later. Also, side note, this is one of my favorite mugs, and I picked it up in Barbados. It just makes me happy every time I see it. Okay, bye. Hi. So, oh, there it goes. Sometimes this face tracking option, it doesn't seem like it's on. So here we are in the car again, and my allergies are so bad right now. I went for my shot on Monday, and they are just kicking pretty hard. So excuse all the sniffles and stuffiness and tissues, but it's where we're at right now. So great news. It is currently Wednesday, the 23rd, and I'm just going to take these off. I know the lighting isn't great, and my makeup's all all smudged because it's the end of the day. I've been to school and to the vein doctor, so hair's crazy, makeup's crazy, lighting's crazy. I'm not looking in the camera. Yeah, it's top quality content here. So let me tell you that today is Wednesday, July 23rd, and I weighed myself this morning. Let me get my phone so I can show you guys. So on Monday night, it's in my pocket. I finally started my cycle.
Thank goodness it was over a week late. The care team said that that could happen. So I did message with them. They did a check-in. Let's see. Oh, it's a little better. And so hopefully it doesn't keep happening. They said if it keeps happening, I need to contact my OB. So I got my cycle, thank goodness. And I finally have some regularity in going to the bathroom. So I think with those two things, I lost a little bit of weight because my bloating isn't as excessive. So let me show you. Hey, look at that. So 150.6. That doesn't do anything. Hold on. And my, oh, here we go. BMI and body fat. So yay, I went down. This was first thing this morning. You know, I've been weighing in at like 153 and change. Even on, was it Saturday? Does this show me my previous weigh-ins? Let's see. Does it show you? My goal. Oh, tracking. Okay. So, yeah, so look at that. 152.8, 152.6, 153.1, 152.2, 153.3, 153.3. So yeah, on the 19th, I was 153.3, and now I'm 150.6. Awesome. Almost 3 whole pounds. So, yay. All right. I'll flip it back around. So I'm so excited about that. Seeing some, there we go. Seeing some movement. So like I said, I contributed to starting my cycle and, you know, things finally getting moving. So it's the middle of week 2. And like I said, it's actually almost 6 o'clock. I thought it was closer to 5. It's about 20 to 6. I know I said I was going to like show you guys everything that I'm eating and whatnot, but I just, like, when I'm at school and I sit down to eat, I'm not thinking about filming. I'm just thinking about eating quick and then whatever I decide to do during my 30-minute lunch break, which is usually study. So, but I've really been having the same thing for lunch over and over, which is one of those Premier protein shakes from Costco. Excuse me, that's like 30 grams of protein. And then today I had a Chomps sea salt beef stick. Excuse me again. I don't know what the protein count is on that. And I brought a kiwi, but I didn't need it. Oh, I did have a bag of the legendary chips, and those are like 20 grams of protein. So right there, you know, I would bet that beef stick was probably at least 10, let's call it. So 60 grams of protein just in my little, you know, lunch, which is great. Tonight we're having meatloaf. I made meatloaf on Sunday, meatloaf, and I made pork loin. And the meatloaf that I make is like carnivore style, so it's really good. Tons and tons and tons of protein. So we're having that tonight. And then Adrian wasn't in a great mood, so he was just feeling a little down. So I got some baked beans for him. I can't tell you the last time we had baked beans, and I'm gonna make some coleslaw, and that'll be like a nice little treat for him. I'm gonna make him a meatloaf sandwich with baked beans and coleslaw, and then I will likely have the meatloaf with a little bit of coleslaw. But I'm not hungry. I didn't say that. It's 20 to 6 and I'm not hungry. Because that little morning, you know, lunchtime snack of the shake and the chips and the beef stick, I mean, I'm not hungry at all. If I didn't have to feed my husband, I I don't know if I would even eat tonight. So yeah, it's working, I guess. Yesterday for movement, I took the dog for a walk. We did a few laps around the building. The day before I was in the gym. Today, because my allergies are just so, like, before I started filming, I just sneezed without exaggeration, maybe like 12 times. I mean, I have a pile of used tissue right over here. Not that I'm not going to show you because I don't want to see that. I also have a box of tissues. It's just so bad right now. Like, it's been getting progressively worse. It started at school towards the later part of the afternoon, and it's just getting worse and worse. So I probably won't go into the gym because I don't want to be like holding any weights or, you know, using any of the weight machines and then I sneeze. So I'm not sure what I'll do. I might just go for a walk, just get some movement. And after my cycle ends, then I am going to really like on lifting. So that's the plan. And I think that's it for right now for check-ins. I did go to the vein doctor today to have the veins in my legs checked out a few years ago in like 2016, 2017, 2018, something like that. I had my greater, what is it? Greater sapphirus? Greater sapphirus veins ablated. And I'm starting to see some varicose veining and quite a bit of spider veining, so I wanted to have it looked at before it became worse. So I'll be going back in a week for an ultrasound of both legs, and then we'll determine what is going on and what is the plan if one is needed, which it sounds like between what the doctor thinks and what I think, I might need some touch-ups, which I'm completely open to and more than happy to do, because I don't want things to progress to the way that they were a number of years back. So and then tomorrow I go to get my ankle looked at. I have like what looks like it could be a spur. I'm not sure. It doesn't hurt. It's on the top of my foot. It's quite weird. It is absolutely a bone or of bony material. It's not a cyst or anything. But the skin over it is like changing slightly from all of the kicking on the bag. So again, I just want that looked at before one day I wake up and, you know, it breaks or something. I don't know. It chips, right? So I'll see what that is. Yeah, otherwise, school is great. And yeah, that's really it. How are you all doing? What's going on? What's new? What's exciting? How is summer? Oh, and also, I didn't mean to owe that. I'm gonna just do week 1 and week 2 together because I feel like I don't have a lot for week 2 since I'm not really recording very much, and I will try to get better with that. So week 1 and week 2 will be together. And what else? I hope you're doing well. Any plans for the rest of the summer? It is hot here in Connecticut, which I love. I haven't laid out yet all summer, not once. Maybe this weekend. That might. Oh no, I'm gonna go see my aunt on Saturday, so maybe on Sunday perhaps. But all right, let me get home to my husband and my puppy, and I will check in later. Bye.
Hi, happy Sunday. It's Sunday, July 27th. I did not do my shot last night for week 3. I had some clients yesterday and I got home pretty late, had dinner, and then I meant to do my shot after dinner, and I just snuggled in on the couch with my husband, watched the UFC fights, and fell asleep on the couch. So I did not do the shot. Excuse me. Okay, my allergies are acting up, of course. So today's shot will be week 3, the start of week 3. The dosage will be the same. The dosage is the same for the first 4 weeks, so no change there. Where we did have a change is in my weight. So let me show you. Oh, it's tracking my face, so it's not going to show you. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So this was this morning. So exactly 2 weeks. And full transparency, I've not done anything. I haven't worked out. I'm not proud of that, but I've not worked out. And I mean, I worked out like, I think twice in the past 2 weeks. I have not gone to bad class. I have not gone to jujitsu. I did 1 or 2 workouts in the gym, and I've gone for a couple of light walks, and that's it. The first 2 weeks were harder than I expected them to be. A big part of that, I believe, for me was that I was right at the cusp of starting my cycle, and then my cycle was delayed a week, and then this past week I had my cycle, and I just finished it yesterday. So yeah, and it, caused some complications, as I've already said, is in terms of, constipation, bloating. My energy level was like on E. If it was a tank, it was on E. So yeah, no energy, really just wanting to sleep and rest my body way more than I have in a very long time, especially without having done any activity. So yeah, so I just did all that. And tried my best to get in the 100 grams of protein every day. Some days I went well above, some days I don't think I even hit it. But I feel like now I'm out of the acclimation period. Certainly, I feel better having finished my cycle. I can feel my energy coming back, like naturally. My sleep has been better. I've been sleeping like a rock, like solid. I haven't worn my Whoop the past few days, so I don't know what the quality of my sleep has been. Usually, even if I sleep for like 7 hours straight, if I look at my Whoop, very little of it is spent in like deep sleep or REM sleep. A lot of it is light sleep. So I'll be interested to see how the quality of my sleep changes. So hopefully it changes for the better and I get some more deep sleep. I'm sure once I start actively exercising again and going to the gym, that I'll see the quality change to deep, because I'll be more in like a recovery. Yeah, so I feel good. I wasn't feeling down about my weight not moving the first 2 weeks. I think I did say that before. I was sure that it wasn't going to, due to my cycle again and the constipation again, which that has gotten better. That has become better, not gotten. That is better. It's not great. It's not like exactly where I want it to be, but it's definitely better. So, and the bloating feels, now that it's gone, it feels so much better. I mean, I still have a belly, but don't have that painful bloating. So let's go ahead and move forward with the third shot. So I've already prepared my anti-nausea. I'm just gonna go ahead, bottoms up that right now. And I've only had to take like one or two of these in addition to the one I take on shot day. Our same vial we've had for weeks 1 and 2. Alcohol, wipe the top. I've already washed my hands. Okay, and we have our syringe. I just took off the cover on the depressor. Okay, our needle. Our GLP-1 Semaglutide, and as I just said, same. It's 0.2 milligrams or 8, right? Is it 8? Let's just confirm. Even though I just looked at it, I like panic whenever I'm going to do it because I don't want to mess it up. 8 units or 0.2 milligrams. So 4 of the small lines showing which 1, 2, 3, 4. I never put my readers on when I'm doing this, and I don't should. Okay. So we turn it upside down. Press in. Push the air in. And okay, make sure I'm on the dashes. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and they say draw just a little bit more so that then you can push it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. God bless nurses and like doctors who, you know.
Good morning. So it's 8:40 on Wednesday. This is the Wednesday after I did of the same week that I did my shot on Sunday. My battery had died mid talking to you guys. So, so I got my batteries charged and here we are. So great news. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you. This was from yesterday, July 29th. Today's July 30th. So look at this. There we go. We broke into the 140s. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, oh my gosh. So I took pictures. So 149.4 yesterday morning, 7:56 a.m. That can't be right. Oh, maybe it is. So this is just the trend of my body fat percentage. So it's down to 33. And then my BMI is down to 27.5. And then this is a little concerning. So muscle mass. This is what I don't want to happen. I don't want my muscle mass to be decreasing. So 93.9. It was up to 95. I'll have to see, like, with this particular scale and this particular app, you know, if it's just muscle mass, like, because I don't want to lose muscle. So I was in the gym this morning getting after it. I did weights. That's the new thing. We're back in the gym in the mornings doing weights. I don't know what BMR is. I do have to look that up. Looks like it was pretty high July 18th, and now it's much lower, but I have no idea what that is. So, and then Kevin this morning. So, yeah, So that's so wonderful. In the 140s, feeling good. Yeah, my appetite this morning is actually back. You know, I think working out in the gym in the morning, especially with weights, will increase my appetite, which is good because it's, you know, it's, I've not had a big appetite. And sometimes I feel like I'm forcing myself to eat a little bit, but I do want to maintain at least, you know, the 100 grams of protein. So if I have to force myself to eat a little bit, I will. Yeah, but feeling good. I'm at school right now. I'm about to go punch in. It's 8:42. We can clock in at 8:45. So I'll chat with you guys for another minute and then go punch in, and I'm going to have a great day at school. Yeah, so all in all, feeling much better. The first 2 weeks were definitely rough. So, so far we're in the middle of week 3 and feeling better, feeling my energy level, you know, slowly start to come back up a bit. And, you know, again, the bloating is down, thank goodness. You know, my cycle is done. Which is also contributing to, you know, the added energy. And also, I'm going to the bathroom, you know, better. So thank goodness, because that's just totally uncomfortable. I have a hair. I don't know what that was. I have a hair somewhere. It was like bothering me, tickling me. So yeah, I'm going to go head into school and have a great day. I hope that you have a great Wednesday. And yeah, that's it. Quick little check-in. I know I said I was going to like try to film all my food and all that and everything that I'm eating, but it's just not, right now it's just not working. I want to get there, as well as like filming in my gym. You know, the gym that I go to is in the building that I live in, and I don't want to film if there's anybody in there, and there's usually at least one other person in there, so I'm not trying to be rude. You know, so if I can film while I'm in there, I will, but if there are other people in there, I'm not going to do it. So I'll try to get a little more content other than just here's me in my car. I know that's kind of been my MO. I will be working towards something else, but in the meantime, I hope that you're happy with these, you know, real-time check-ins, and yeah, that's it for now. Have a great day. Bye.
There we go. Hi. Happy Sunday again. Again, I meant to do my shot yesterday, which would have been Saturday, August 2nd. Correct. And the day got away from me, so now it's Sunday, August 3rd, and it's nearly 9:30 at night. So I'm going to be doing my shot for week 4. I just had to look it up because I couldn't remember. I thought this was week 3, but alas, it is week 4. I did not weigh myself today, but I would like to show you. I'm going to the tracking on my Fit app for my scale. So this was July 31st. So what day was July 31st? That was Thursday. So let me just take it off of tracking. Okay. So, oops. On July 31st, can you see that? 149.1 for my weight. My body fat was 33.2. My BMI 27.6. I still didn't look that up. 94.1 for my muscle mass. BMR 1350 kcal. I don't know what that is either. I still haven't looked any of this up. Fat-free body weight has been staying the same pretty much consistently, so 100.1, and then visceral fat has just been 10 flat across the board, so I wonder if it's even measuring that. And then body water, 45.9, bone mass 6, that's stayed the same. So yeah, man, broke back into the 140s. Ooh, so good. So yeah, so week 4. So I have my semaglutide, my clean needle. I just took the caps off. And again, it's the, oh, I didn't wipe the top of the bottle. So you wipe the top of the bottle with an alcohol wipe. So hers provides the alcohol wipes, the needles, and I opted for the Zofran, the generic Zofran. So I did already take one of those. I take it before every shot. And then, oh, so let me update you a little bit. So I did my shot last Sunday. On Monday, so I'm in Connecticut. It was almost 100 degrees. I think it was like 99 degrees or something like that. And my AC only works like 20% of my AC works in my truck. The vents on the driver's side blow heat when you have it on AC. I brought it in to get it repaired. They had it for weeks, could not repair it, couldn't figure it out. They gave it back to me. So this heat wave we had, which it's been like 99, 98, 99, it was really bad on Monday. And Monday after school, I had a bunch of errands to run. I got my allergy shots. I went to Aldi. I had to stop to pick up Kevin, our dog, Kevin's medicine. I went to the bank, FedEx, and to the post office, I believe. And so since my AC doesn't work, I just had to have the windows down. It was like 98 degrees. My commute home from school is an hour. And with all that in and out of the truck, I got so hot. I came home, I think I had like a mild like heat stroke maybe. And so I came home, I took a cool shower, and then I ended up with the worst migraine. I had it all night. I ended up going to sleep. I fell asleep on the couch for like 2 hours or something like that. I got up and I went into the bedroom and I slept. I ended up sleeping 12 and a half hours, and I had completely written off going to school on Tuesday. And I woke up in like the middle of the night, my head still hurt. So then I ended up waking up at 5 a.m. on Monday when my alarm went off to go to the gym. No headache, got up, went to the gym. I went and worked out, ended up going to school, had a great day. Tuesday I came home and I was nauseous all night Tuesday. Again, ended up on the couch. I did go to the gym though. I went to the gym on Tuesday. Was like so sick after school. Then Wednesday morning I went to the gym again, 5 a.m. Yay, I'm doing weights. And I ended up with another headache. Yeah, I'm just making my video. Do you need the bathroom? No. Okay. My husband. He's letting the dog out. So yeah, Wednesday I ended up with another migraine. And yeah, I don't know, man. It was a really rough week. And then on Friday, my husband had a migraine. Quite honestly, I think it was a mixture of stress, the heat, and like different stressors, the heat, and maybe the medicine too. I do get migraines. I'm susceptible to migraines. I've had them ever since I was like 6. I do a monthly shot for them, a Jovi, and then I take Ubrevely and Nanotriptan as needed when they're bad. So I I don't know, man. It was rough. It was really rough. The one on Monday was sinus related, because all the pressure was here. So I put like ice on my face, and yeah, so it was a rough week. This weekend was great. I cleaned all day yesterday. We went and took a walk to go pick up dinner. We walked with a friend, and yeah, we watched the fights last night. I fell asleep, had a good night's sleep. I slept in late this morning, and we just lounged pretty much all day today. We went for a walk. We took the dog for a walk, and I made this like Cajun style summer soup. It was so good because the heat finally broke here in Connecticut. It was like 80 today, but that super hot heat is broken, and it's gonna be like 80 all week. So yeah, so I made a nice summer soup. Oh, and I picked up sourdough, whole wheat sourdough from the farmer's market. So we had summer soup with sourdough. It was so good. So all right, so that's the catch up on my week. So back to regularly scheduled programming. I have my semaglutide. This is week 4, so again, it's the same dose. So it's 4 units. So you pull down, yep, and then so you and extract, right? Would that be extracting? Would be pulling to get air, and then into the top, and then you push the air in, and then you draw back and take the amount of medicine needed, and then it says just to take a little more, so a little more, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, and tap, 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 and then press back in. Okay. It's funny, I watched the video footage from week 1 when I first did this. It took me so long, and I was so confused. Yeah, perfect. I was laughing so hard. I was watching it at school. I was laughing so hard. Yeah. Okay, so I believe we started on the left leg. I just don't know what leg I'm on. Alright, well, I don't know what leg I'm on, so I'm gonna go for my left leg. Although I think I did my left leg, so right leg. Okay. As always, and then my, I ain't got nothing you haven't seen before, and I'm fully covered, so nobody strike me. So you go in the top of your thigh at an angle. So here we go. I don't like this part. Oh, that one went in really easy. And now in goes the GLP-1. Okay. And then I always recap. I don't want this, Okay. Pull my pants back on. And here we go. So, official start of week 4. So today is Sunday, August 3rd. Happy August. Yeah, we don't have any big August plans. As I've said, I'm in school full time. My husband works full time. We have our puppy Kevin, who just had his last training session on Friday. And we'll probably do some more training, like paid for training, our last session with our trainer on Friday. We're still training with him, of course, but yeah, we'll probably do some stuff, like some more training with him in another couple months. But poor baby is still battling Giardia. I have a feeling that this recent round that we did, he takes his last bit of medicine tomorrow. I think this did it. I'm feeling optimistic that this did it. So yeah, so I'll check in during the week, let you know how I'm feeling physically, mentally. As I sit here right now, mentally I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I think the weight is coming off at a healthy rate. You know, 1 to 2 pounds a week is good. And I have started going back to the gym in the morning. I wake up at 5, and then I try to be in the gym at like 5:25, 5:30. I'm out at 6:25, 6:30. This way Kevin doesn't have to go in his den. He sleeps in his den overnight. Adrian gets up with him, he brings him out, feeds him, brings him out again, and then when I come back in from the gym, we exchange. And he stays out until I leave for school at 7:45. So he's out for a few hours in the morning, and then he goes in his den until either I get home from school or Adrian gets home from work, which is like between 3:15 to 4 o'clock, depending. So yeah, that's kind of what mornings look like around here. But I'm very excited to be back at the gym in the mornings, getting my workout in at 5 a.m., 5:30 is what is best for me. It's my most important task of the day outside of school, and to check that task off first thing is a huge win for me, like mentally, but also if I've had a rough day, or if by the time I get home from school I have a migraine, or my allergies are going crazy, or anything like that, my number one has already been completed. So I love that, and I find the most success going to the gym at that time. So I always do a warm-up first. I'll warm up on the treadmill, I'll walk, I'll run, sometimes I'll go on the bike, and then I do weights. So it's usually 10 to 15 minutes on the treadmill, and then the remainder of my time with weight training. So yeah, so I'll check in during this week and try to start sharing a little more. I know I can talk a lot, but I'd like to maybe, you know, I don't know, just show you a little more of either what I'm eating or what I'm doing, stuff like that. So goals are to get there. But in the meantime, I hope you're enjoying like these little mini updates that I do, mostly in my bathroom and in my truck. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend and a great week. Hopefully you do not have any Monday scaries coming up. I just heard that term recently, and I was like, Monday scaries, but I guess, yeah, like the weekend's over and you're not looking forward to Monday. Excuse me. So, alright, with all that being said, have a great night, and thank you for being here with me on this journey. Look forward to sharing more, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Y'all, I was just talking to the camera for 5 minutes, and apparently it wasn't recording. That's such a bummer. Ugh. I mean, I guess it could have been longer. So, all right. So what all did I say? I did an update. It is Wednesday, August 6th. Yeah, Wednesday, August 6th, middle of my 4th week of the shot. Down 4 pounds. So I'm averaging about a pound a week, which is great. I like that. I've been successful at getting to the gym every morning. I'm up at 5. I'm in by 5:30 to do my weight training, and my goal with that is Monday through Friday. And then having the weekends off, because quite frankly, I'm needing my weekends to reset, rest, recharge, the big R's. So, yeah, what else did I say? Oh, how I'm feeling physically. So, feeling much better. The nausea is really not there. Like the kind of sour belly feeling is not there. And no, I mean, it's Wednesday, but I haven't had any migraines this week. I think a contributing factor to that is the heat broke finally. We've been in the 80s, which is great. 70s in the morning. I think it's like 70, what is it right now? 71. It's beautiful. It's very cloudy right now. So my allergies have not been acting up as much, which is lovely, and good news on that front. I asked the nurse the week before last, and then the nurse this week made a comment. I asked, like, how long do they think until I go to every other week? Because that will just be great. I've been going every Monday for 9 months. 8.5 months. Excuse me. Every single Monday, I've only missed 1 week. It was due to a holiday, and I couldn't get there on the Wednesday. So, but they think I have like 1 more month until I go to every other week, and I cannot even with how exciting that is. A, to be able to get that time back. B, saving on gas, because I have to drive like further out past where I live in order to go to my allergist. So that'll be great. It'll be so great. What else? School is going wonderfully. I go to school at Cortiva Institute for massage therapy. It's a massage therapy and aesthetics school. And the location that I go to in Connecticut, they are opening up a cosmetology program. So it's not open yet. I think they're just finishing with the space. I'm actually looking at the space right now, which is why I'm looking over there. And what else? Our puppy is doing well, Kevin. He just finished his last bit of medication for his persistent giardia that he has had since we adopted him on May 3rd. It is August 4th, 3 months, this poor puppy. This is his 4th. He did 1, 2, 3. This might be his 4th round of the granules. What is that one called? Not parvo. That's when they're sick. Oh geez, what's it called? I forget. I have it written down. But yeah, so he did the granules that actually like kills the parasite, and then also the anti-inflammatory that helps so that the granules can be absorbed in his intestinal tract, because that's where the parasite lives. So hopefully our baby is better. I'm feeling very optimistic right now. He's gaining weight steadily, which is great. That's a good sign. Cognitively, he's great. He is 6 months and he's starting to get a little fresh. So it's both adorable and also no thank you. So, what else can I update you on? I don't know. I think maybe that's it for right now. How are you? How is your week going? Your month going? What's new and exciting your way? Any health goals that you have set for yourself, that you're finding success with or setbacks with? Yeah, tell me what's going on. Talk to me. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I love it all. And I love all the details. So, if you've ever received a message from me, you know that I will, back in the day, I would talk until the answering machine would beat me off. Same with voice messages. And now I leave voice memos because I don't like to text. I'd rather talk on the phone or leave a voice memo so you could hear my voice, because I'm a believer that like inflection is really important. And sometimes we can read a text message, and if we're in, if we're having a bad day, or it doesn't translate how we mean it. So yeah, so I'm a rambler. So give me all the details. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah, I'll come back through. I really wish I was like updating more regularly and, showing what I eat whenever I eat and like my workouts and all that. But I've said this before, having my camera in the gym where I live, I don't want to do that to fellow residents. I guess I could bring it, and if I'm in there by myself, do a little bit of filming. And then I just never think when I'm getting ready to eat to like take a picture of it or anything like that. So doing my best. Yeah, and if there's anything like you want to see from me in particular, please let me know. I'm thinking of doing a take on a favorites style video, like a mixture of like favorites or like things, I don't know, like life things that I love, or things that bring me joy, like that, just a mixture of that. So some of these chicks be fucking pulling into their parking spots doing like 70 miles an hour, like this chick just did in her car that has seen better days. Like, it is dented like crazy. Like, girl, slow down. You're in a parking lot. Like, there's pedestrians. What time is it? 8:43. All right, I gotta punch in for school. It was great catching up, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Peace.